Hello everyone, it's your boy Jesse here. Welcome back to another video. What's in the box, you may ask? Well, let's open it up and find out. Well, it looks like there's no bubble wrapping or anything, so that's unfortunate. So the box just moves around freely, and it says Predator on it. Okay, you can go ahead and guess by the title. That's right, everyone. After 5 years later, I finally own an Acer Predator laptop, gaming laptop, I should say. So let me take it out this box and we'll see if it arrived damaged or it's going to work good. Stay tuned. Oh, look at that. We even have a flash drive, a memory USB as they call it. This is, let me see if I can turn the flash off for a moment. I don't know if you can see it, but it says 64 gigabyte. That's what it came with it. So I can make useful of this. Don't know what kind of brand this is. Just a generic brand, I guess. And let's see if this is survived, or was it shipping damage, or does it have shipping damage? Let's see. Oop, I need to cut that open. Seal wasn't broken, thankfully. Let's see what's in the box. Let me pull this out 1 second. At least they were smart enough to protect the laptop with these on the side, and I believe this is going to be, let's do the little things first, like the Chick-fil-A commercial. Yeah, this is going to be the AC or charging adapter. Definitely a little bit, maybe a little bigger or wider than the Acer Nitro 5. We'll compare that here later on in the video. And yes, my Acer Nitro 5 is still doing good. That video, I believe, got over 11K views. I'll correct it in the caption if I got that wrong. But be sure to check that out. I'll also put the link in the description if you want to go check out the Acer Nitro 5 video. Even though that video wasn't the greatest, don't mind that, okay? I'm not perfect. No one's perfect. So I'm just saying, if this gets a lot of views, like, I appreciate all the comments and all that stuff. It's just with my disabilities and whatnot, it's just, you know, I don't even know how to explain it. Anyways, enough rambling. Let's just get this open if we can. There, that worked. Okay, that works too. Okay, that works. So let's do the same over here if I can. Okay, the seals are broken on that. Let's see. Let's get this out the way. Oh, they even got this little blanket here, or material. And here is the first look of the Acer Predator laptop. Looks good. Looks like it hasn't been damaged, thankfully. Okay, on the right side here, you have a USB-C port, USB-A 3.0, this HDMI port, and this is an odd looking port. I think this might be a mini display port. Never seen one like that before. And there's the fan, or the I don't even know, processor, I don't know. Left side, so you got the headphone jack on the left side. Unlike the Acer Nitro 5, it's on the right side. Two USB 3.0s, so they're USB 3.0 all around, no USB 2.0s. The Ethernet port, and lock, whatever that security port, I think that's what it's called. Now, this laptop did come with, was optional to have a second. It claims to be a 1 terabyte hard drive. For the SSD, the C drive, I forgot what the capacity is, so I'll have to figure that out. Like I said, I think the specs, either the specs will be in the link in the description, or I'll put the, like I said, I'll put the Amazon link in the description if you want to pick you up one. Back looks all good. A manufacturer date, here you go. About 3 years old, or a little over 3 years old, I should say. So this is manufactured in 2022. I believe the Acer Nitro 5 was manufactured in 2020. So, but here's the model. Acer Helios. Yeah, that name's complicated for me to pronounce. 300. So model number N20C3. So just while we're at it, I'm gonna try to open up this bottom panel and see what kind of hard drive we have. And let's see what do we got here. Oh, okay, not bad. Another Seagate Barracuda drive. All right, and it's also SATA. Thank goodness. I still have my Samsung 2 terabyte SSD that's in my Nitro 5. And the RAM appears to be a Kingston. 2 RAM sticks, of course. This is a 8, so both of these are 8 gigabytes, so that's a total of 16 gigs. Oh, I don't know about the M2 SSD now. It's a Western defective. We'll see how long that's going to last. I don't know. So, yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see how long that's going to last. Because I already got a Western Digital Blue 1 terabyte hard drive on its way out. So, also had a catastrophic failure with an Western Digital SSD Blue. So, like I said, we might be changing out that M.2. Is it even M.2? I think it is. If it's not, then let me know. I'm confident that's an M.2 SSD. So, all right, one more look. There's the battery, of course. Seagate Barracuda. I wish they were the Barracuda Pro. I have a Seagate Barracuda Pro still alive and kicking to this day, but we're going to have to keep an eye on that, because if it's not a Pro, then it's probably going to degrade too fast, or not too fast, I'm sorry, too soon, rather. So let me get this pop back on, put the screws back on, and we'll get a closer look. Alright, everything is reassembled. I tightened the screw, put the screws back in it, and tightened them all, so they're all nice and done. I wish they would have put a Seagate Barracuda Pro in this laptop, but hey, it is what it is. Now, I also have a Seagate Barracuda 2 terabyte drive. Unfortunately, that one's also degraded. So, yeah, goes to show I'm really not a fan of hard drives anymore these days, because they're not built to last. So, like I said, in the future, I might either get another SSD and replace that with the 1 terabyte hard drive that's in there, but as of right now, I don't have any other spare SSDs on hand. So, let's just go ahead and open it up and see. That looks nice. It's got a little bit of dust on the monitor. I don't think the camera's going to pick it up, but it's fine. Wow. Nice, nice. So, here's some more of the specs, by the way. Well, no. You have to excuse the light glare. It's actually HDMI 2.1. So it's hard drive and SSD available slots for 2 times SSD and 1 HDD. Huh, I didn't see the second SSD slot. Probably could just get another M2 SSD if the second one is SSD. Oh, there's the turbo button. The Acer Nitro 5 does not have a turbo button at all. So, I think that's something to do with the Intel. So, speaking of which, Intel Core i7 processor, NVIDIA GeForce RTX. Wow, it even has RTX. It's on. I don't know what the GPU model is yet. We'll try to figure it out. Or it might, like I said, it might be in the link in the description. It might be in the description, whatever. So, let me get my Nitro 5 side by side, and we'll do a comparison of which one's which, and then we'll power up the Acer Predator. Okay, here is the Nitro 5 that I had for 5 years now. Well, a couple more weeks it will be 5 years, but still. And if anyone hasn't seen the Acer Nitro 5 video, I'll just go ahead and show what it has. On the left side, you have Ethernet, HDMI, USB-C. I need to clean those ports, by the way. 3 two USB A 3.0 ports. Right side has, I'm out of breath, sorry. It has the charging port right there. And a USB 2.0 on the right, and the headphone port. Let me actually plug this back in. I'll actually be swapping this over to the charging port for the Acer Nitro 5, or I'm sorry. Charging port for the Acer Predator is behind here. I forgot to mention that. This is the back of it. So, gotta note to self, it doesn't have a side charging port like the Nitro 5 does. So then here's the back of it, of the Nitro 5. Okay. I gotta catch my breath. Sorry guys if I'm sounding a little odd. I'm not used to all this talking. I'm more of a quiet person, really. So, just for giggles, let's see if it's actually got a charge to it. I don't even know the battery's got a charge to it. Let's see. Is it going to be dead or is it going to power on? Let's see. Oh, it's got life. We got life. Okay then. That was unexpected. I'm going to have to figure out. I don't know if that startup sound's going to be playing every time I boot this up. This does claim to have Windows 11, but let's see. That kind of looks like Windows 10 to me. So maybe they got the specs wrong or something. With that Western defective and the screen, the brightness is kind of dark and the keyboard backlit just turned off. We don't even know what the battery percentage is at yet. I think I'm going to plug it up here just to be safe. So it's just a moment. This looks like Windows 10 to me, guys. I don't know. Oh, I heard the hard drive start up. I stand corrected. It is Windows 11. Yeah, this is definitely Windows 11. Okay, so we are on Windows 11. That hard drive was late starting up. I don't know what that was about. So, let me plug this in. Just, let it charge and whatnot. So it'll also speed up the process here.
Set up your device using a screen reader. Turn on narrator by pressing Windows plus Control plus Enter. For more accessibility features, press Windows plus U, or select the accessibility icon in the bottom corner. Okay,
let me turn that mess off. This might, I don't know, guys. This looks like Windows 10 to me. It's hard to tell. We'll have to figure it out. The specs claimed it was 11, so. Well, anyways, let me stop here a minute, pause here, and let me get this all plugged up. Okay, real quick, just for a comparison, here is the Acer Nitro 5 charging block. It's got that kind. And this is the charging block for the Acer Predator. Looks like the contact's slightly different than the Nitro 5, so maybe not. I don't know, it's hard to tell, but anyways, let me plug this in. So what country origin? United States. US, yes. It's probably going to update here. I would imagine this is going to be Windows 11. But we'll just see, like I said. And if it is Windows 11, I'm not going to bother downgrading this to Windows 10. Just in case if there's any potential hardware that's not, compatible with Windows 10. So I'm just going to leave it as is. I know some of y'all are gonna comment saying I should downgrade to Windows 10. But no. I just rather keep things original here these days. Okay, I don't know if it's going to keep playing that every time it turns on. I'm going to have to figure out how to disable that in case it's late at night. But maybe it won't play if the speakers are muted. We'll see. It does have, I was looking down here, it does have a 4-tone RGB keyboard. So that's nice. Nobody reads all that. We'll just hit accept. Okay, it's going to want me to have my Microsoft account, so I got to do that off camera. So, hold on. Houston, we have a problem.
Yeah, Houston, we have a problem indeed. Okay, so I need to explain something here. Most of the setup footage I ended up having to remove. I'll try my best to explain what happened. First up, I had difficulties logging into my Microsoft account. It was acting like I had too many login attempts when that's not true at all. And no, I did not forget my password. I think the issue was due to an outdated two-way authentication login method where I had to install Microsoft Authenticator app on my phone. Like, I reset my password 2 times in 1 week when this was recorded. I mean, it was time to reset it anyways. I later realized it was on an outdated version of Windows 11, which it was version 2.21H2, which is the original release and was discontinued on October 10th, 2023. And before anyone asks, no, I will not be downgrading to Windows 10 because 1, I don't know how the hardware will react, and 2, I don't want a chance messing up the Acer OEM stuff like I did on my Nitro 5. I've later on upgraded to the latest version of Windows 11, which Windows Update would not detect, so I had to manually download and install that. As things were going on, ran into some more issues, such as the latest NVIDIA graphics driver refusing to update. Well, that's because they've rebranded NVIDIA GeForce Experience to NVIDIA App. It was originally on GeForce Experience, which was, I believe, to be discontinued as well. And I had to manually download and install NVIDIA App as well, because it would also not automatically upgrade from GeForce Experience to NVIDIA App. But the main reason why I cut most of the setup footage out was due to my email address being shown, as well as my last name being shown throughout Windows settings. And nowadays, I prefer to have my last name anonymous on my videos nowadays. Yes, I know, I used my last name on my Acer Nitro 5 unboxing and setup video, but still. So, when I go to edit the video on YouTube Studio, I've tried to blur out my email address as well as my last name under YouTube Studio, but blurring it for a long time would be useless. I don't have the patience for that. So next up, you should be seeing a demonstration of the modes in Predator Sense, as well as the keyboard color modes. Also, stay tuned at the end of the video for a follow-up update. Anyways, back to the video.
What if we put it to turbo mode? Let's see. Oh no. Big mistake. Nope. Let's go to extreme. Apparently the turbo makes the fans go. Let's go to extreme mode for now. But I do like how it has the... I didn't even get a chance to play around with these modes yet. Let's see what how quiet mode sounds like. Hard drive restarted. Yeah, quiet mode's still kind of, you know. But I'm going to put it back to extreme mode. Just that way it could speed things up a little bit. But I might put it back to default. We'll see. I'm trying to find monitoring. There's probably going to be some more system updates and whatnot. I'm going to leave all this alone. I thought I would have like a high performance mode like the... Oh, you can even add your own boot animation screen. Huh. That's something I might have to try. I didn't see that, but we're gonna turn this off for now, because in case if I'm up late at night, I don't want to restart it and have that going, sound playing, waking everyone up. But that is something that is neat. It has a boot boot logo customization. Pretty neat. Yeah, so all right. I guess I'll just leave the power plant alone. I prefer to have it on something like high performance, but we'll just leave that alone. Let's go to File Explorer next and see what we got. And we're going to switch this up. We're going to change this. I don't like when it goes to quick access by default. You can go options, open a File Explorer to this PC. So if you set it to that and reopen it, it should. Yes, it does. Okay. Okay, so the C drive must be a 1 terabyte SSD as well. So data is D. That's going to be it's a Gate Barracuda drive. Okay, so looks like we have 1 terabyte all around. So that's a total of 2 terabyte. Makes sense. Or trilobyte, however it's pronounced. I'm not sure. So, yeah. This is static mode or dynamic mode. Oh, okay. So dynamic mode makes it flash. And it's got light effects just for... Yeah, or you can adjust the speed. So let's go through it. This is breathing. If I can get it all on camera, I don't know if I'll be able to. Let's do neon, RGB. Again, I'm sorry about the screen blacking out. It's because of the driver updates. There we go. Okay. So when the graphics drivers are updating, of course you're going to experience blackouts. So let's do wave. This is just for demonstration purposes. And go the other going the other way. You know, like they say in a basketball game, it's going the other way. Okay, this is shifting. Okay, zoom. Everybody likes zoom. Zoom. Sorry. I don't know why I had that song stuck in my head all of a sudden. Anyways, Meteor, I think that's how it's pronounced. My pronunciation's not the greatest. And twinkling, which makes it flash like that. And it has the speed. The duration. Let's see, let's play around with that. It's like you know, it's like a blinker of a car. Nice. You can make it change colors. It does have a pink color too, honestly. So it would be useful for a gamer girl. So you got red. Let's go. Let's see. This is breathing. Wait a minute. Why did it not? It's still at the same speed. Oh. Oh, it's because it's on dynamic. Okay, I was confused. I was like, what the heck? I was confused there for a second. I'm trying to see if I can get it in a steady mode. Or maybe the brightness isn't up all the way. No, it is. Okay. Let's see. I'm trying to get it in a mode to where you can... There, that should be good enough. Well, no, because you can't change the colors like that. I'm trying to find a mode. There we go. Something like this. But I want to turn the speed down. I'm actually going to turn some of these lights. Let me turn these lights off for a second. Maybe that would help. Sorry about that. Should have had the lights off. Okay. So, here's the colors. It's blue, or that's light blue. You got red. I should have had the light off the whole time. Sorry, guys. Again. This is, well, it looks like orange. You notice some of the keys got different colors too. That's very neat. So, I like that. And this is yellow, this is green. And this should be dark blue. The back of my neck's hurting. Sorry guys, I'm trying to It's the way I'm standing. You got pink. You got purple. You know, like Lakers colors is what I'm saying. And white. Or you have more color too, but I'm going to leave that. You have more color. Leave that. I'm just going to leave it. Let's just go back to blue. Now, if you put it back to static mode, it'll do that. But I don't think you can change the colors, I don't think. And you have all kinds of different zones. Or can you change colors? No, you can. Oh, yeah, you can change colors. Okay, so that's zone 1, zone 2, zone 3, zone 4. And the only light that's lit is because I have the speakers muted, so it's very neat. I like it. Like I said, I had the mode on extreme just to speed things up. But you go to dynamic mode, which it just has light effects. If you don't want it doing the flashing, I would just leave it on static, which I'm gonna do. Anyways, let me turn the lights back on now since I'm done. Or just one more time. I can't decide what to do these days. One more time. I'll just run through the dynamic modes one more time with the lights off. So that's breathing, neon. Yeah, you got the Christmas colors, RGB. And you got the wave. And this is shifting. This is zoom. Nope, I don't need that song stuck in my head. Anyways, zoom. And you got meteor. And then twinkling. Turn the speed back down where it was. And the duration. Anyways, alright. Anyways, put that back and go back to static mode. I just wanted to do that one more time with the lights off. While this is installed, I guess I'll just show what the other hard drive I've been using that I talked about earlier. This is a Seagate Barracuda Pro. I had this probably for almost 10 years now, I think. It's still alive and kicking to this day. And the other hard drive that I was talking about, it's on its last legs. It's this Western Digital Blue. It's a 1 terabyte. That came out of a desktop computer that had, I think something with the circuit board had bad solder joints or something, because I had like 6 beeping error codes. It was out of an HP S5-1414, I think. I forgot what the model was exactly, but it said something about a. I think I know what the issue was, but I didn't have it on hand with me. I needed like a heat gun to reheat the CPU chip or whatever. One of the chips needed to be reheated with a heat gun, and I didn't have one on hand, sadly. So I think that was the issue. But I no longer have that PC. It's gone. So that's where the hard drive came out of. Still saying updates are underway. So obviously, I wasn't paying attention to see if it actually said pending and restart or what. So I'll come back in a little bit and I'll continue on from there once this is all updated. Wish I had a temperature gun or one of those thermometer that shoots out the red laser. I wish I had that with me to show you how hot this charging block is. It's probably best to have this sitting on a desk. I mean, I have a blanket over this bed, and it's fine. Trust me. It won't mess up your sheets, just as long as you got like a blanket or towel over it, like I usually do. 7% there. Now it's getting somewhere for once. Trying to think what else I could do to show y'all. I guess I'll just pull out all my drives and I'll give you a story. I think I did that on a different video before, but I'll do it on this video. Okay, I was just about to start showing the history of my drives and whatnot. Hey, a system update. I haven't seen that in a while. Here's the thing. My Acer Nitro 5, it only did like okay then. It just got louder than the loud house. I was saying it only did like one system update and that was it. I don't remember it doing any more system updates at all. So like, this is a pure example. When you set up a gaming laptop or any other laptop, you don't want to start installing too much right away. Let it all update, get all the drivers and whatnot up to date, and then you can start installing your games and whatnot. But don't install your games and any too many programs right away. I have not seen that. Please wait while we install a system update in a hot minute. Ooh, these fans are... I would say these fans are a little louder than the Nitro 5. I mean, if I would have put that on maximum on the Nitro 5, yeah, I would have heard a dip. I would have done a comparison, but nope, I already put that back to sleep, so... And I mean, the Nitro 5, it served me very well, despite some issues I had in the past. It was either earlier this year or last year. Where I was trying to reinstall Windows because you really should reinstall Windows once every couple years, which is the right thing to do. And then I got very confused on what happened. And like I said, once I used that Windows 10 installation tool, it got rid of all the Acer OEM stuff on it. But while this is updating, give a little history of these these 5 drives here. This starting with the one on the left. This is a OCC SATA 2 SSD. This is I believe it's an 80 gigabyte or 60 gigabyte. I don't remember what there we go. I think that says, it's kind of hard to tell. I think it's a 60 gig. This drive's degraded. This came out of an older laptop, which I disassembled trying to locate the RTC battery, which I was unsuccessful. I just assembled the whole thing for nothing. I've already explained this. The Seagate Barracuda Pro. It's a 1 terabyte. I don't remember how long I had it for. It's been probably almost 10 years. This I've talked about as well. This is a drive that's questionable. It's not degraded yet, but it's been kind of questionable here lately. This is degraded. This came out of my nephew's old PC, which the power supply broke in it. I just had this as a spare, and I was trying to put Windows 10 installation media tool on it, and then the drive decided it wanted to break. So that's the end of that. This drive, Seagate, it's restarting here. Seagate, I wish it were a Barracuda Pro, but it's not. This drive's degraded. This was in my Nitro 5 previously, but it's on its last legs. Because that's what I'm talking about. If it were Seagate Barracuda Pro, then it would last longer. But if it's a Barracuda, just think how long that's going to last with all the excessive writing and whatnot. It's probably what happened to this. This is probably why it's on its last legs, because it's of the too much writing back and forth. So the plan is, because this latest drive I have, not latest drive, I'm sorry, since the drive that's the latest on its last legs, I might move all the files on this and put it on the Seagate drive. Because I don't want to risk having catastrophic failure with this drive too. This one's barely functional, but if you try to go you can access one folder, but if you try to access another folder, it freezes up. So that's, yeah. So this drive's dead completely. This one's degraded. That's degraded. This one's still working good. This one's questionable. Anyways, back to the main subject. I'm already sweating here. Goodness. And the first blue screen. I tried to go to Windows recovery environment just to test to see if that worked, and it blue screened all of a sudden. Where you hold shift and then click restart. It said please wait, and all of a sudden blue screen. The first blue screen of this laptop. That's just going great, you know. Got late on recording that just when I thought I had things under control. Hold shift, press power, and hit restart. Let me try to do that. Letting go of shift. Trying to see if it'll blue screen again or not. It says please wait, and it might throw another blue screen. Yep. Some kind of driver issue going on. So again, there could be I probably still got some outdated drivers and whatnot I need to tend to. I'm trying to go into the BIOS. I don't even know what I gotta think of what the hotkey is. I think it's F2. Because it won't go into like the advanced. It's called Windows. It's called advanced startup, not recovery environment. I'm sorry. I had to think of what the word is. Okay, well let's try something else here and see if it does the same thing. If I go to settings. If I try to go to advanced startup, well actually, let's see if it'll do the same thing. That's what I was trying to. You usually can go to advanced startup by holding shift and clicking power and restart. Let's see if it'll do it this time. Probably not. It's going to do the same thing, I bet. Yep. Okay, so advanced restart's not working. I don't know why. That's like that's 3 times the charm with the blue screens. I'm trying to go into the BIOS. I forgot what hotkey is. Okay, I think I hit it. I think it's F2. I think I hit it. It's what I'm trying to explore some more. It is. Okay, so. Well, here's this. Not really it. I was not expecting that, but. Here's more information. Western Digital green. That's going to be the SIG8. It's the Predator menu. For advanced settings, go ahead and press F1. Okay, so this is like the BIOS. Let's see what we got here. I should have done this way earlier. Oh, I gotta do that. Okay, I probably shouldn't be showing all this on camera, but okay. Let's see what we have here that I need to adjust. Probably not anything. We don't need that on. What's the USB support? Wake to S4. I think we'll leave that off. Function key. If I need to adjust any of this, that's fine. Disk to disk recovery. Oh, here we go. So I guess you can mute the sound after all. We can play the animation but mute it. Okay. That'll work. I mean, I don't mind it playing the animation, but I prefer to have it muted. The keyboard backlight timeout is off, which makes sense. Fast boot is on. We want that on. So the startup animation should be muted. Because I didn't see that anything in the Predator Sense settings. Let's go to advanced. We'll leave all that alone. Leave that alone. There's really not that much to join. Or not that much to adjust, excuse me. Leave that on. I don't know why the advanced startup is not working. We'll exit, save changes. Okay, so it should play. It should play the startup animation, but it should be muted. Let's find out. Yep. No sound. That's how I like it. So there is so it does have a way to silence the animation. You just gotta spam when you go to boot the laptop. Spam the mess out of F2 until something happens, and you can adjust it from there. I'm still learning more about this laptop, everyone. So Yeah, so this video ended up not going as well as planned because, like I said, I had to cut all the most of the setup footage out and whatnot. You have to excuse my voice sounding a little odd. I'm kind of under the weather today as I'm recording this. So this video was originally recorded almost 2 weeks ago. It was recorded on the 13th of November. So I originally had the video uploaded, but I said I didn't put it to public. But I decided to take it down because I had to blur, like I said, my email address and my last name, which I prefer to leave anonymous these days. Well, especially my last name. It is what it is. So, just a little follow-up update. The Acer Predator Helios 300 still, you can see behind me, it's still doing good. I've still got to edit all that. So, still doing good to this day. Haven't had any issues with it. It's still having issues where the Windows Advanced startup is still blue screening. I don't know if it's something to do with the hardware. It could be something graphics related. I'm not really sure. I haven't tried it again since. So, trying to think if there's anything else I need to explain. Hold on. Let me think. Oh yeah, and another issue it's having that it switches the mode. Like, say you leave in the mode in extreme mode. When you go to restart the laptop, it's going to go back to default mode, which I don't like when it does that. So if that happens, then you're going to have to open up Predator Sense and reset it to extreme mode. Also, if you have the laptop unplugged, you cannot switch the modes. It's going to go to default mode, and you cannot switch modes with it on battery. So I've learned that off camera. So, yeah, still learning more about this as I'm using it. It's got more features than what the Nitro 5 does. I just wish this Acer Predator had some kind of cool boost technology like the Nitro 5 to keep it running a little cooler, but it is what it is. I also figured out, I forgot that the power mode is different. So you have to go on Windows settings, power. I forgot what it's under, but you have to set it from balanced to high performance. So you don't have to do that on a control panel. So that's what happens when you're not used to using Windows 11. Yeah. My throat's really sore, so again, sorry that my voice sounds odd. Really not that much other updates so far. Just wanted to make this follow-up segment real quick. Hopefully I'll release the video here soon. Like I said, I was originally supposed to release it almost 2 weeks ago, but again, never. It just didn't. This whole video didn't go as planned. Setup footage was mostly removed because, yeah. It was a strange issue with my Microsoft account because I've logged into my alternate Microsoft account and it signed in no problem. I don't even have two-way authentication login set up on that, and it's still logged in. But I believe, like I said, the main issue why it was acting like there was too many login attempts was because I had an outdated way of the two-way authentication login. Apparently I had to do some changes with that. So, oh my goodness, my phone is being blown up like crazy. I should have I forgot to put YouTube in incognito mode, so I'm getting all these notifications. I'm getting sidetracked, okay? Don't mind me. That's just my ADHD. So, yeah. Anyways, like I said, I want to thank y'all so much for watching. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to drop a comment below, and I'll try to answer respectively. So yeah, we'll see y'all on the next video. Be sure to check the links in the description if you want to pick you up, or I'm sorry, order you the same laptop model that I have. So yeah, that's it for me. Thanks for watching.